What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, and today we are going to talk about Freddy Peralta of the Brewers. We haven't done him. I don't know why. He has had an amazing season for the Brewers this season, finally becoming a true starting pitcher in that rotation with Burns and Woodruff. He's been overshadowed by those two, but he's really dominating. Yesterday, he destroyed the Tigers. We're talking 6 innings of 9 strikeouts and started the game with 3 straight strikeouts. So we're going to watch those. If you don't know Freddy Peralta, he has an amazing fastball with cut action on it where he throws cross body. That is, if you can look at him right now, he's lined up along the first base side of the rubber. But when he steps towards home, it's really hard to see because it's, again, terrible camera angle. He's going to step towards third base, giving an angle where he's throwing cross body as he turns to throw back to the plate. This is something we've seen from Jake Arrieta during his 2015 season and pretty much his career. Adam Ottavino does this a lot. And what it does is it allows you to get a lot of extra movement, but at the cost of getting out of rhythm constantly because the timing is so hard when you're coming across body as opposed to going straight over the top. So that's how he does it as deception, but it's just harder to command, and Freddy Peralta has been able to command it. Anyway, we're going to watch this. So here we go. So there's 92. That's, you know, he can go up to 94, 95 is the first pitch of the game. That's generally where he sits. 92 is a little bit lower, but you can even see it now. Like, look where this foot is. And he's going completely cross by. This is aligned with the third base side of the rubber. So he's going from here all the way to here as he throws cross body. So keep that in mind as you watch this. So so Freddy Peralta, this is kind of just what he does. He throws a ton of fastballs for strikes and is like, you can't hit this. It's so hard to see. Incredibly deceptive. And then with 2 strikes, he might drop that slider on you. That's paint. That's so good. I mean, that's the outside corner. And this pitch also, because he's along the third base side of the rubber. Watch these feet. He's over here. This release point is actually, it's way out on the right side past the rubber. This is in the right-handed batter's box. So this pitch, when it comes out, doesn't look like a strike until the very last minute. He's going around the plate, essentially, to get that strike. Oh, love it. So now 1-2 looks like they're going to go high heat again. Hey, he hit his spot. It just wasn't the pitch that Badu was trained not to do it. Now look, okay, so you see this low catcher's mitt. You know that's not the fastball because generally the fastball is going to be aiming up here. That means we're going to see some sort of breaking pitch, probably that slider. And what he's trying to do is get this down into this zone here because you want to look like a strike for ages and then fall right out.
Cause some damage if you're patient enough.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, they just rang him. You know, we don't see that. So this was a borderline pitch, and Badu knew that, right? The batter knew this because this is so close to being a strike or not. And generally, when you see a check swing like that, the umpire, if it's a close pitch, will not assume that it's inside the zone and instead rely on the swing going around or not. But the umpire just said, you know what? Nah, that's a strike. I don't care if you swung or not. You should have. And that means, look at that face. That's like, what? I mean, that's pretty much a perfect pitch from Peralta, right? That is debatably borderline a strike. Pretty much got the swing and then got the call too. I mean, you got best of both worlds essentially there. Beautiful, beautiful pitch. And that's a slider. It's the first time he threw it all game, and he already has it. You know this is going to be a good game now. So against a righty, it's a little different approach, right? So against the lefty Badu, he wanted the outside corner. It's trying to just stay away. And he's doing the same thing now against the righty scope. And that, again, right on the edge. I mean, remember, you don't want to be throwing anything in the middle here, right? This is like the danger zone for fastballs. And like, look at this right on the edge, and he gets the call. Like, oh, you gotta feel good right now. So now he's playing the in and out game. So he's trying to see, says, cool, I went away. Now you might be looking away if you're Jonathan Scope, the hitter. And instead, I'm going to try and go inside. He got it down a lot. This is actually somewhat of a danger zone. If Scope was looking for this pitch at all, he could have easily dropped the barrel and gotten the bat to that ball pretty quickly. But maybe he thought that was low, honestly. And now you can do a couple cool things. Because you've moved around the zone already. You've gone away, you've gone down. Scope doesn't really know where it's going to go. You haven't gone up, though. You can probably surprise him with a high heater. Or you can go with that slider again like you just did against Badu.
One of the better arms in the game.
And, oh, beautiful. And there's that slider again. This is farther out of the zone than the other one. But you want that. It's an 0-2 pitch. You don't want it to actually be close to where they could get contact. And you want to take advantage of the fact that if they think this is a fastball, then they're going to be committed and they're going to swing. And then when they start their swing, we want to make sure that that pitch is in a location where they cannot make contact now that they're committed. If that pitch is right here like it was with Baddoo, then Scope, having committed on a fastball, would actually have been able to lunge out and make contact with that slider. But because he put it down here, no contact is made. 0-2 pitch. Yep, that's strike 3. Beautiful. Let's watch it one more time. That's a strike for so long. That stays along this outside corner and just falls down. That's gorgeous. Absolutely textbook. And that's actually 2 straight batters now that Peralta has not thrown his slider outside of a 2-strike situation. So keep that in mind. Oh my God, that's paint. This is so hard to do. This is so hard. Like, he's just throwing it right on the edges of the zone. And the ump is giving all of these calls. He gave him the one down here. He gave him one over here. I mean, it's so hard as a hitter to like, you just want to hit a meaty fastball right here, and Peralta's just not giving it to him. Amazing. By the way, this was the Brooklyn 9-9 start because it was Willie Peralta versus Freddy Peralta, and of course, Jake Peralta is just laughing and having a wonderful time somewhere. All right, so now it's 0-1. You just threw like the best fastball. You could throw exactly the same thing. You could get really cute and throw up and in. You know, if I'm Robbie Grossman and I see a guy painting that, I'm not even thinking about this anymore. I'm just thinking like, okay, he's clearly going to do that again now that that's in my head. But we'll see what they go with. Oh, there's the curveball. Wow. Okay. So so I didn't know that Peralta was really going to, you know, throw this that much. He doesn't really do that. It's more of the slider fastball stuff. That's a surprise pitch to me, and it surprised Grossman a ton. I mean, that's a huge breaking ball. All Peralta wants to do is just land that in the zone for a strike here. He's not trying to actually get a whiff on this. He's not trying to get this down here. You can actually see the glove. Just backdoor this. Just put this right here. Grossman doesn't swing. It's free real estate. All of that stuff. This is huge break. I mean, look at this. This starts up. This starts up over here. This actually looks like it's going to go here. It does have some horizontal bend to it. And Grossman thinks, oh, I can hit this thing. No, you can't. I mean, where it lands is actually a really good location because this is staying inside the zone for so long, and then it falls out of it. That's beautiful. I mean, I didn't even think you were going to do that. Now, I mean, you can now. So now you've thrown a 4-seamer down away and this breaking ball down and in. You can do whatever you want again, right? Do you want to spot that down away fastball? Grossman, I imagine, would foul it off. You can go upstairs with the fastball. You can try to do actually a slider down here because Grossman's showing he wants to swing. We'll see what they go with. He overthrew that. 96, though. Remember that first pitch was 92? Nah. He can go 96. He got too aggressive with it. He came out too quickly on it. You can see he's pulling too far away. Just the timing was not quite right, which is often the problem when you throw cross body. You know, the timing is just a little bit harder to get. But now that you threw something away like that, you can actually use that to your advantage, and now you can go inside. Even though you missed what you wanted to do, you can still, you know, take advantage of the fact that he just saw something over here. That means you could probably do something over here. Looks like they're going with that slider. He overthrew it. That's annoying. So if you have a lot of confidence as a pitcher and you bounce a 1-2 pitch like that, because you knew if you executed a good slider, you would have gotten him for a swinging strike. You could just throw it again. Just throw it again. Just do it right this time. Just act like that pitch didn't happen. They're not doing that. They're throwing a fastball away. And he missed that 195. And here's the thing. This is not a good pitch, right? We're talking about hitting the edges and everything. And he finally throws one down the middle at 95. And what does Grossman do? He just fouls it off. This is like the mistake pitch he's supposed to hit, and he didn't. And if I'm Peralta, I'm like, oh, I don't care. I'm just going to throw more fastballs. You can't hit this at all. The 2-2. Oh, but he threw the big curveball, and Grossman just can't help himself. And that's actually really interesting because that's twice that Peralta's trying to throw this again backdoor and freeze him. But he pulls it again. But this is a strike for so long. Look at this. Strike, all the way. I mean, even when he's swinging, it's still a strike. Strike. And then it isn't. Just falls out right at the end. Ooh. So that's sorry, not Willie Peralta. Freddy Peralta. He has really good stuff, guys. And Grossman's like, I can't do anything. Peralta's over here behind my head. But essentially, you guys understand this. Freddy Peralta, when he has that command, it's just stupid. It's stupid. You don't know what you're going to get. His fastball is incredibly hard to hit. He extends really, really far. So it makes that 94 mile per hour fastball feel like 97. It's really deceptive the way he comes at the side going across. That's how he gets his outs, and he doesn't make too many mistakes. I mean, even when he does, the Tigers couldn't handle it. So huge props to Freddy Peralta on this one. That's how he's getting his outs, and I mean, we're going to be seeing him in the playoffs. He's going to get a ton of attention, but you're smart. You watch these videos. You know all about these guys, and you can tell your friends as you watch them on TV. But all right, that's going to do it for today's pitcher video breakdown. As always, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. Give a like, a comment to see who you want next. Helps me out a ton. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another video. You can watch it live on Twitch from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single weekday morning. But that's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.